that, I yield back.
Thank you.
The gentleman yields back. We'll hear next from my colleague from California, Representative Rivas. You are recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding today's hearing, and Director Kratsios for being here today to discuss AI. AI and AI-generated content is becoming more prevalent in every aspect of our lives. It's something that we as a Congress must become more proficient in, better understand, and help ensure the technology is being used responsibly, safely, and effectively. I hope that we can find bipartisan solutions towards AI proficiency as we begin this session in Congress. Last August, I held a roundtable with AI leaders in my district where I heard about how schools and small businesses are successfully using AI to streamline processes, but also heard about the pitfalls of AI, and right now, especially around literacy and safety. This is an issue that is a focus of mine. Last fall, I introduced my AI for All Act to improve AI literacy and education across the country. My bill will help ensure that the federal government has a national strategy to improve AI literacy, how AI has and will evolve using AI safely and effectively, and ensuring that we can continue to be a global leader in AI. While I know that you have spoken in the past about the White House Task Force on AI Education, can you describe your vision for the federal government's role in increasing AI literacy, and what role do you see Congress playing in that?
Absolutely. The Trump administration is committed to ensuring that all American workers are prepared to leverage AI. And we've done a few things. I think first is promoting K through 12 literacy and proficiency among America's youth, and that's been a big priority of the task force. We're also working to scale apprenticeship programs and other novel approaches to post-secondary education to align with industry-driven skill requirements that we're seeing increasingly become important. We're also working to develop regional AI learning efforts to promote state and local government and small business adoption of AI, as you mentioned. And lastly, we've been designing new models of workforce innovation to match the speed and scale of the AI-driven transformation, including rapid retraining and reskilling of replaced workers. I think one of our cabinet secretaries that has spoken about this issue a lot is actually our Small Business Administration, Kelly Loeffler. And what she often talks about is, as she talks to small businesses in America, as you mentioned, they see it's a true impact to the way that they operate. More Americans work for small businesses than any other type of business in the U.S., so the impact can be quite dramatic. And especially when you're working in environments where the total employees are a handful, the leverage you can get to this technology can be quite dramatic.
But what role do you see Congress playing in implementing these programs and your vision for AI?
Absolutely. I think, to me, support that Congress can put behind the efforts that the AI Education Task Force is pushing would be very well received. The First Lady has been very vocal and very public about the importance of helping demystify this technology for America's youth. We've established the Presidential AI Challenge, where students from around the country are competing in this challenge and ultimately going to come to the White House later this spring to present their projects to the president and to the team at the White House. We want to essentially have a lot of these programs last into the future, and would love to work with Congress to find ways to identify the most impactful, the most beneficial, the AI education programs, make the biggest impact, and make sure that we can turn them into law.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your thoughts on this. I want to pivot and close on the idea of an AI moratorium that you and the Trump administration are putting forward. I've been leading my House colleagues against this idea, going back to the reconciliation process last summer, where the same concept was stripped out of H.R. 1. The newest version of this concept would withhold essential broadband funding from states at the whim of the Trump administration. We have already seen how the administration tries to use federal funds as a weapon in the president's ever-present crusade against perceived enemies. Let's just call this moratorium what it is, another handout to billionaire tech bros and nothing to actually help working-class families. AI technology is growing quickly, and we cannot punish states from adapting to its ever-changing demands while the federal government attempts to catch up. As an engineer and former state legislator, I strongly support technological innovation and reject the premise that you and the Trump administration have stated via executive order or in the AI action plan to withhold federal funding from states. We should be learning from states leading in AI policy and innovation, like my home state of California, and not punishing them or withholding funding. Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentleman yields back. We'll go next to the gentleman